Hello, second graders. Today you're doing your story and your words. Remember, this is the deal, that if you do not listen to this story and know all the words, and then you go to read with Mrs. Wall and you start stumbling on words that you don't know, she's going to tell you to go back. Go back to your seat and maybe take your computer out and listen to the story again. So, make sure you're listening to the words in this story. Some of them you may not know, and practice it more than one time. If you practice it, you're going to read faster when you go to Mrs. Wall. All right? So let's start with the story, okay? The story has a funny word as a title. It looks like colonel, but that isn't what this word is. The word is colonel. That is like a ranking in the Army. An Army officer is a colonel, and that is how you spell that. I know it doesn't look right, but that's how you say that. So it's called Colonel Ty. All right, I'm ready to get started, and I'm going to stop and tell you to underline certain words because those are going to be our vocabulary words. Not all heroes of the American Revolution fought for the Patriots. Some heroes fought for the British. Remember what the American Revolution was? That's when George Washington was the colonel of the commanding officer of the United States Army, and they were fighting against the British to try to get the United States independent from England. We didn't want to be part of England and be under the king's rule anymore. So that is what the Revolutionary War is. The Patriots are the ones that lived in the United States, and the British are the ones that were fighting. And it says here that some heroes were not the Patriots. Some fought for the British. Titus Cornelius was born in New Jersey in 1753. He was enslaved by a wealthy white landowner. Enslaved. That means he was a slave to a landowner. Like many other enslaved people, Titus longed to be free. The British Army was eager to win the war. I want you to underline the word eager there. Eager is one of our vocabulary words. They needed more troops. They agreed to free anyone who joined their army. So Titus joined the British Army. At that time, British leaders had an urgent need. I want you to underline the word urgent. That is one of our vocabulary words. They had an urgent need. They had to gain control of New Jersey. The enemy soldiers were attacking. Enemy. I want you to underline enemy. That is a vocabulary word. If the British troops didn't act fast, they would lose their chance. But the British were puzzled. I want you to underline that word, puzzled. They did not know the land well. They did not know the routes through the New Jersey rivers. Titus knew those rivers well. He helped the British Army. He was put in charge of other soldiers. He became a respected leader. Titus and his men were very brave. They also freed many enslaved people. To honor him, the British gave Titus a special title. They called him Colonel Ty. Okay. Now, those 4 words that you underlined, those vocabulary words, which one of those means a person or thing that tries to harm or overthrow another? Which one of those words means that? A person or thing that tries to harm or overthrow another. You need to write it on the line. Okay, the next one. Which one of those 4 words means wanting very much? Think of those 4 words. Which one means wanting very much? You want something. Oh, you really want it. Okay, write that on the line. The next one, confused or baffled because you don't understand something. Confused or baffled because you don't understand something. Which one of those words should you write on the line there? And then the last one, something is very important and it needs immediate attention. Something is very important and needs immediate attention. Which one of those words means that? Write it on the line. All right, now we're going to go over to the other side and we're going to read our words, okay? And I will go line by line and you are just reading them along with me. Although I'm hearing a lot of people read them out loud and that's very distracting to this person beside you. Try just reading them in your head. You can move your mouth, but don't say anything, okay? All right, let's get started. Bird, burn, first, turn, girl. Number 2, shirt, dirt, curve, her, verb. Number 3, clerk, purse, skirt, fur, nurse. Number 4, stir, serve, third, birth, hurt. 5, twirl, germ, fern, urge, swerve. 6, nurse, stir, dirt, fern, birth. 7, girl, bird, purse, curve, turn. 8, swerve, twirl, burn, third, urge. 9, verb, clerk, germ, first, her. 10, hurt, shirt, serve, skirt, fur. Now we're going under the black line. Number 11, purple, Thursday, turkey, birthday, circle. 12, better, dirty, ever, turtle, mother. 13, thirsty, after, circus, letter, other. 14, father, person, river, sister, under. 15, water, winter, unhurt, observe, return. 16, circle, better, winter, turkey, turtle. 17, mother, purple, dirty, circus, sister. 18, under, father, person, river, letter. 19, other, thirsty, Thursday, unhurt, birthday. And the last one, return, water, after, ever, observe. Now that we've done those words, you can go back and read Colonel Ty again, or you can practice these words some more. You can go back and do them again. Not going to hurt you. I should not see any talking. See you later.